Mississippi.
Madam President, I call it my amendment number 3568 and ask that it be reported by number.
The clerk will report.
The senator from Mississippi, Mrs. Hyde-Smith, proposes an amendment number 3568.
Madam President, our nation's communities and small businesses have had it rough these past 18 months as they struggle with the lasting effects of the pandemic. Today, they are also being victimized amid surging violent crime rates, progressive prosecutors who adopt non-prosecution policies. And as a result, small businesses are left vulnerable and unassisted as they are burglarized, defaced, and destroyed. It is understandable for victimized small businesses, law enforcement, and the public to be dispirited as they are left to pick up the pieces while rogue prosecutors ignore their constitutional duty by refusing to prosecute violent crimes that affect the health, safety, or economy of our communities. Defying the rule of law and endangering the public has Mississippians and Americans across the country saying enough is enough. My amendment is simple and straightforward. Any city that purposely obstructs the rule of law by refusing to prosecute
Senator's time has expired.
certain violent crimes will not be subsidized by the American taxpayers. I urge my colleagues to vote yes.
Madam President.
The Democratic whip.
Madam President, the senator from Mississippi has stated her case explicitly. If a prosecutor fails to prosecute a case, the town or community that he represents as prosecutor, the town or community will be denied federal funds. Think about this. Under the senator's amendment, if a district attorney decides not to charge a certain property offense, even in just one case, the whole town would lose its eligibility for federal funding under programs like the Violence Against Women Act. We know what that is. It's certainly a refuge for many people who are victims of domestic violence, or the Bulletproof Vest Grant Act to protect law enforcement in that same community. They'd lose their opportunity for federal grants under the senator's amendment that she's offering. I think we ought to think carefully about this. Prosecutors decide whether to proceed with the case or not proceed based on the amount of evidence, the likelihood of conviction, the possibility of securing a plea bargain for lesser offense. To deny a community
The senator's
federal
time has
funds
expired.
for the police, I hope all of my colleagues will oppose this amendment.
The question is on the amendment.
I ask for the yeas and nays.
Is there a sufficient second? There is. The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Baldwin. Mr. Barrasso. Mr. Bennett. Mrs. Blackburn. Mr. Blumenthal.